Yo, what we saying, guys? Welcome back to another trade recap. It is the 22nd of October 2025 at 6 o'clock again. Still in the work gear in that. Come on. So I got break even today. I took two stupid trades that I shouldn't have took, and then I didn't enter one trade because we never inversed a gap. I'm pretty sure Blake from PB Trading entered this on like a 30-second inversion, but I just didn't really like the 30-second because it wasn't the highest time frame. So I wanted to wait for the 3 minute and never ended up getting it, so I never entered that trade. And then I ended up taking a trade around like 11:30-ish, 11:30-ish or something like that. And then I ended up getting break even on the day. So I'll go over the trades that I shouldn't have taken. The first one was here. Here it is. So I'll go in the charts and I'll explain this one. So on the chart, so we had up on market open, right? We'd made a 5 minute. Let me go into replay. Let me just go to like here, right? So ignore whatever is here, right? So we had this 5 minute for value gap here, and we had a 1 minute order block within here, right? And then this is technically a 5 minute order block. So I'm going on the charts and I'm like, okay, right, let's see if we react off this order block. Price comes down, we end up just tapping the order block, and then I think we ended up like just respecting it, something like this, and then I ended up taking a 30-second inversion long off of this, and the reason I shouldn't have took this is because we've got a big strong key level here, but the only reason I did take it is because we inversed the 5 minute, this big 5 minute here, we inversed this 5 minute, and we've tapped, and it looks like we're going to be respecting this 5 minute order block. So I was like, you know what, I'll take the risk and I'll go for the trade. I'll just try it. So I had my break even at this high here, and you'll be like, oh, that's not the highest time frame inversion, new leg, buddy. So in hindsight, I probably should just wait for this whole leg to get inversed, but I didn't. And then I had my break even here. It was a quick break even, that's why I was wanting to take it. But what ended up happening, I entered and then we just fucking dumped. I only risked 100 in this trade though, so it wasn't the end of the world. I wasn't even like, it's not a big deal. So I was down 100 after this trade. Very stupid trade, shouldn't have took it, and fucking it's just retarded. I'm not taking 30-second inversions anymore. Well, improbable ones anyway. So yeah, that was the first fucked idea. I only lost 100 on that though because I de-risked because I knew it was a fucking bad trade. And then we'll go on to the trade I was gonna take but never ended up taking. So we ended up having this 5 minute here, this unfilled 5 minute, and we had a 1 minute order block within that, or just below that unfilled 5 minute. So you can see here we have this 1 minute OB right here, and I was wanting price to come in to this 1 minute OB in the and the 5 minute fair value gap to see like some nice continuation long towards London high, this buy side here, and then previous day high and stuff like that, because I was bullish coming into the day, just because, well, we'd made an SMT with this, but then we came down and we'd swept it previous day low, made an SMT, and then that's why I was actually originally wanting these 5 minute longs. If my shit loads, there's no way that's a 5 minute time, I was going to say. So I was wanting longs off of this, but we ended up forming this 5 minutes. I couldn't get an entry there because we had formed a 5 minute. I would have went break even rapid. So I wanted to wait for this 5 minute to get inversed. I thought we were going to inverse it on this candle and I was going to enter, but we never. And we ended up taking the internal high off this inversion, like once we inversed it. So I was just kind of looking for like some confirmation of like a continuation. When we formed this 5 minute and had this OB, I wanted to see price retap and then continue higher. Just use like time frame alignment to find like some inversion within this leg that tapped it. But it never ended up happening. So I ended up just forming a bit of LR, nice low resistance liquidity, and then we ended up coming down. We completely disrespect the 5 minute fair value gap, but we respected this 3 minute while also tapping into this 1 hour order block and creating an SMT with ES here at these lows, while still holding previous day low SMT. So this is a very, very nice setup, because we're delivering from previous day low. We've got an SMT off previous day low, and then we're delivering again off of this SMT here for these two swings, and then 1 minute order block, and then we're also respecting the 3 minute. Even though we disrespected the 5 minute, there is comp here telling me that price could potentially go up because there's just so much comp, and then we're obviously bullish, and then we've got this nice LR here resting. So I was pretty confident in this setup, but I was wanting to wait for this 3 minute to get inversed, but we never ended up doing it. There was a 30-second inversion, I think, within this leg here that PB Blake took. Actually, I'll go on the thing and try to find it. We tapped this, came up. Yeah, so I think he took this entry here, and then he would have went B at the 3 minute here. But I didn't like how close the break even was. So I was wanting to wait for the 3 minute to close before entering a trade, just for more confident. I would have went break even at this internal high here, and then just held to London high. It was pretty nice RR for the most part. I would have just covered the body's low and then London high. So like a 2.6 RR would have been nice. But yeah, I never ended up entering this because we never ended up inversing it. We just respected it and then continued lower, which was unfortunate. And then that comes to my second bad trade idea. So we tapped into a 1 hour for value gap over here. Mark it out. Yeah, I think it was this. So yeah, we tapped into this 1 hour for value gap here, and then we were within a 4 hour order block. So I was like, okay, we can maybe get something out of this. So I was just kind of like trying to cheese a wee long. I did de-risk on this one as well because obviously it's not the trade I really wanted. So we tapped into this. We no longer had the SMTs anymore, which is another issue. But I was just so bullish that I was just wanting to fucking catch a wee long. We ended up having this 5 minute here, which turned into a 15 minute, but it's not a 15 minute yet. So we had this 5 minute here, and then there was a 30-second inversion within here. Yeah, I think that's the same. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, so we had the 30-second inversion within here, and I ended up trying to take this, so we inversed it quite nicely. My BE would have been at the 5 minute, and then I would have just edged it to 1-to-1 probably. I risked like 230 on this trade, I think. Yeah, it was 230, and then yeah, I ended up entering here, just got stopped out, got stopped out, and then just covered the up close candle. But yeah, I'll show you the clip of that too. Yeah, you can see me, I was waiting for the 3 minute, never ended up getting it, so that was unfortunate. And then I tried, yeah, here it is. Yeah, I tried the long, so I risked 240 on this one. I don't know, a bit of a shambles to be honest. Actually, I targeted the 3 minute as my take profit. I remember now. There's like a 3 minute within here somewhere. But yeah, I ended up fucking getting stopped out on that trade. It was down 238 on 328 on the day. And then after that, I didn't really see any setups until about 11ish. So yeah, I lost this, and I didn't see a setup until about here, 11:15ish. Now I shouldn't have really been trading after this time, but like I didn't want to end the day on a loss. That's literally it. I just didn't want to end the day on a loss. So I stopped recording, and then I was just kind of like on the charts on my phone, just kind of seeing if we have a setup, because like now, like looking at this chart now, we're so bearish. Like I'm quite surprised we've actually dumped like this, because look at all this LR. Like all this fucking LR here. Like there's so much fucking low resistance liquidity. We've got London high, this buy side, previous day high, we've got all time highs, we've got this LR here. So I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's a weird one. And then look at this rejection as well. Look at this 15-minute candle rejection. Like, how are we not bullish? But yeah, so we never ended up being bullish. So then, obviously, by this point, I'd flipped my bias to bearish. I think we inversed the 1 hour as well. No, we never actually. I don't know. We inversed some. Was that 4 hour? Oh shit. Nah, I don't think we. Fuck knows, right? But Why'd you do that? It's a bit fucking nippy. But yeah, nah, so I flipped my bias bearish at this point because obviously, like, we're clearly in bearish order flow, disrespecting bullish, respecting bearish. So I had to flip my bias bearish, and then so this was when I got off around here. So this is when I messed up trading 11 o'clock, and then we ended up pushing up, tapping into this 15-minute, and we also tapped into EQ of the range. So the EQ from this high to this low, tapped into the 15-minute EQ of the range, and then we started displacing lower. But we ended up making a 5-minute fair value gap. So I was not wanting to, like, well, I was either wanting to trade off of this or trade through this. So I was just waiting for price to inverse it or respect it. We respected it this first time, but we never ended up getting an inversion. So then I was just waiting for us to disrespect it. We disrespected it here. I entered with like 2 cons, just because I didn't want to, I didn't want to go with a full 500 risk because I was already down 330. So if I lost that, I would have been in like 830. So I was like, nah, fuck that. Like, that is pushing past my max daily loss rule. So I was like, yeah, fuck that. I'll risk 230. So I risked 230 on this trade, I think. Nah, I think it was a bit more. Was it? Nah, I don't remember. I think it was about 230, 270-ish, something like that. But then I was just targeting this sell side down here, and then I edged my stop loss a bit lower, just so I could go break even on the day. So it was like, it would just cover my loss. It would put me in 50 pence or 50 cents profit. But I ended up just closing it manually. So yeah, we ended up coming down, and then boom, smashed that TP, and then that was me done for the day after that. This one's nice though. This is just a nice continuation model. 15-minute, disrespected the 5-minute equilibrium. It's just kind of fucking obvious. Just a wee discretionary short, just to get me back at break even on the day. There was a good trade here. It was a short. If I'll remove all this shit quick. That's fine. So there was a nice short here. So it was a 15-minute sweep. The only reason I didn't take it was because this fat rejection. Like, I didn't, like, fuck that. So we had this intermediate high here, that we tapped in, we swept, and then we had an unfilled 5-minute fair value gap doing here. So I had this unfilled 5-minute, and then obviously we have the sell side here. Now, in retrospect, I probably could have took this to the unfilled 5-minute, but I was wanting longs off of this because I was so bullish. And I didn't know what I just trade against my bias. So yeah, I was waiting. So this internal high got swept. Then within a fair value gap as well, within a 15-minute here, OB as well, actually. So yeah, we swept this, and then we got I think it was a 2-minute inversion to the unfilled 5-minute. I think I would have got break even if I did take it, but I marked it out. I just didn't take it because I wanted to just get a long off the 5-minute. So you got inversion, and then you would have had your entry here. It's up to you whether you want to target, have your stop at the fucking top of the wick, or you could put it at the CE of the wick, or just above the CE, so it'd be like about here. So if you had it to CE of the wick, you would have stayed in the trade, which would have been alright. And then obviously you have your break even at the first internal low, which would be this 5-minute. So this would be your break even / TP1 here, and then you could have held to the sell side for your full TP. Now, this would have been a fucking gorgeous trade, to be honest. But I just never ended up taking it because I wanted longs. I did see it, I don't know. In retrospect, I probably could have took this, and I should have took this, but I never. And so it is what it is. We never even hit, I wouldn't have got break even as well. That would have been a full TP trade. That would have fucking been gorgeous, actually. And then as well, I think we did have a bearish SMT off this, actually. Yeah, even SMT'd it as well. Yeah, this is a really, really nice short, actually. Kind of a bit gutted I never took this, but then again, we've got, like, I wasn't too focused on this SMT because we had this bigger, higher time frame SMT, and we had that big fat rejection on the 15-minute. So it was a bit. This is more a discretionary kind of trade. Like, I didn't take this because I was bullish. That's like really the only reason I didn't take this. But this is a very, very, very nice trade. So this was probably the move you should have been looking for. I didn't personally, but it is what it is. But it just shows that there's multiple setups that you could have took. So we had this 50-minute BPR here, internal sweep, SMT, 2-minute inversion to unfill 5 minutes BE, and then sell side as your target. So yeah, shorts were definitely the play today, but is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it now other than learn and improve. So yeah, but that was one idea that I saw, but I never took because bias, obviously. And then the 2 fucking 30-second longs that I tried to take were just fucking retarded. Like, I just not, just not. That's literally it. Just not. Should not have took them, but is what it is. It's all learning curve, eh? It's all learning curve, but. I don't know. That's all there really is to it. That was the trade recap. So if you fucking enjoyed that, he's a like, he's a subscribe or something, you know. Fucking yeah, fuck it. Right, well, in a bit. See you later.